All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Primary Quality Assurance Organization training. Thank you all for showing up and being here. We're all happy to have you. My name is Grace Twazin, and I am an air pollution specialist with CARB's Monitoring and Laboratory Division. By the way, CARB is an acronym you'll hear all 2.5 days, so it's California Air Resources Board, in case you don't know. Before we get started, I just want to make a couple note a couple things. So the general session of each day, which is the first half of today and tomorrow, and the second half of Thursday, they're going to be recorded, and actually, so Ballroom B, which is this room right here, it's going to be recorded. So that's for recordings to be posted to CARB's website to be later viewed, and also it's being live streamed right now. And so we have a couple mic runners, Andrea up here and Kyle. They'll be walking around during any Q&A session or question period after a presentation. So if you have a question or something to say during that time, just make sure you have a mic so people watching can hear you. So a quick overview of what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to review what a PQAO is and a quick history of this training. Some topics that we're going to focus on for our presentations. The benefits of participating in this training, event logistics, the agenda, and evaluation cards. So, PQAO review. Each primary quality assurance organization is defined such that measurement uncertainty can be such that measurement uncertainty among all stations in the organization can be expected to be reasonably homogeneous as a result of common factors. So really, it ensures that data are consistent, defensible, and of high quality. And so there are 5 common factors as for requirements of a PQAO, and they're up here. So first, we have operation by a common team of field operators according to a common set of procedures, and use of a common quality assurance documents, so such as QAPs and SOPs, common calibration facilities and standards, and common quality assurance organization oversight, and a common management laboratory and headquarters. So how did we get here? Why do we have this training? So in 2011, it was found during an EPA audit of CARB that there was a need for a comprehensive training program. And then in 2014, we had our first training, Module 1, and that focused on fundamentals of ambient air monitoring and station setup and operation. The next year, we had Module 2, which focused on quality assurance and data management. Later that year, we had Module 3, which was air monitoring and instrument operation focused. And then 2 years ago, we took all 3 modules, took a look at what was reviewed, and refined it, condensed it, and added some new material. And then here today, we're at our 2019 PQAO training, and similar to 2017, we took a look at all previous presented material, and we kind of refreshed it. We kept material for areas that need continued improvement, and we also added some new topics as well, and we really just tried to incorporate feedback that we've received to make this training as useful to you guys as possible. So some topics of focus that we'll be discussing. First, actually, we put together training that has something for everyone, and when I say we, I mean the Curriculum Advisory Committee. I just want to take a moment to recognize the folks that put this training curriculum together for you guys. So if you served on this year's CAC, or Curriculum Advisory Committee, please raise your hand. Keep it raised. So sometime last year, I asked for volunteers, and this group that you guys see raising their hands, they stepped forward and really made this training happen. They're folks from EPA, CARB, and districts, so I just really want to give a shout out to them and thank you guys for making this happen. So thank you. So the training curriculum we designed falls into one of the 6 following categories you see up here. We have PQAO and network design, quality assurance, station operations and lab programs, data management and quality control, databases, emerging technologies, and project updates, and vendors. So achieving the previously mentioned 5 common factors of a PQAO is what we strive for. It's a work in progress for sure. So one that is partially addressed by us getting together here at this training. So the improvements we've seen as a PQAO help us get closer to that ideal goal, but there's always room for improvement, as there is with everything that we do. So, and one of the ways that we learn what areas can use some improvement is from TSAs, or technical system audits. And we really did our best as a committee to address these specific areas of continued need. So for example, you are going to be hearing presentations on how to write a standard operating procedure or adopt and addend one. There's going to be a presentation on training programs, training plans, and presentations on corrective action processes. So, of course, there's other benefits of participating. So, in addition to this training helping us get closer to our goal of reaching those 5 common factors, there's other benefits. So, one, we all get to learn something new. There are special studies that are going to be covered that CARB has been doing, and from districts that have been doing their special studies. We have our instrument vendors, which are actually next door, and they've got some new instruments and technologies to show you guys. Material from previous trainings have also been updated with new regulations and any new updates from any recent issues. And you guys will also be able to take some practices and procedures that you learn here over the next 2.5 days and apply them to your air monitoring programs. So we understand due to restraints in staffing or resources, not everyone can attend. So we really want you to share what you learn here with colleagues and who couldn't be here. And we hope that this improves your guys' operations and avoids any TSA audits that you can. Audit findings, not audits. You're going to get audited. And then also networking opportunities. This is the only comprehensive air monitoring training program currently offered in California. So we have EPA, CARB, and districts all in one centralized place. And we really hope you guys take the opportunity to network and ask questions from your colleagues and share best practices. Because this is one of the few times that we're all together, we listened to your guys' previous feedback and have added more time for breaks and extended the lunch hour to give you that time for interaction with your colleagues and to have those conversations. With that, we go into our training logistics. So training rooms, the general session, which is what you guys are all in today, general session is everyone together. That will take place in these 2 rooms. During the breakout sessions, this air wall is going to come in and split it in 2. Ballroom C, this is ballroom A right here, this is ballroom B. Ballroom C is next door, and that's where the vendors are. Conference rooms A and B are down the hallway. Lunch is on your own, and we'll be allotting an hour and a half for the break. There's a lot of lunch options on campus that are within walking distance. So if you guys look on the website, under the Getting Here tab, there's an interactive map and also a food options map for you guys. Or you could use what you would normally use, like Yelp or Maps or whatever you wanted. There's also going to be a food truck right across the quad outside of the Mandavi Center, and there's going to be a food truck differing each day, so that's a close option. And then lastly, we have an evening gathering. We're going to be getting together for a casual, no-host reception tonight at 6 p.m. In downtown Davis at Bistro 33. There's a large patio. It's a restaurant, and it's a really fun place, and we hope that you guys can come and join and continue those networking opportunities that you guys can have, and you can also explore downtown Davis too. And okay, so the training website is up here. I don't know if I have a pointer. So as you guys know, the agenda is not printed. So feel free to look it up on the training website. There's also a poster board outside with the agenda for you guys to refer to. And I'm going to go over the agenda for the next few slides, and it's the same agenda that's on the website if you click the PDF version. So agenda at a glance. We have a half day of general session presentations where everyone attends, and then half day of breakout sessions for all 3 days. Vendors will be in Ballroom C for the duration of the event, so feel free to visit them during any of the breaks or for more time during a breakout session. And this format is a result of feedback we received from previous trainings, so we're really trying to continuously improve and make this event as good as it can be. So day one general session, which is what we're all in today, we're going to have a 30-minute break, at which time you guys can get more coffee, there's pastries out there, or visit the vendors. I also want to note that CARB brought their audit van. It's outside, so if you go in Ballroom C, there's double doors in the back wall. If you just go through that, the audit van is parked out there, and we have our auditors there to give you a tour. Day one breakout sessions. So there's something for everyone during the breakouts, with many of the breakouts focusing on station operations and lab programs today. Each breakout is 40 minutes long with 10 minutes between each. Each breakout will be presented twice. So you'll see after the 30-minute break there, they all repeat. So there are a total of 4 time blocks. So you guys should be able to attend 4 of the 8 presentations that are being offered. They're also color-coded, as you can see, into the 6 categories that I mentioned earlier. And this is to help you guys choose which ones are most relevant to you guys. And lastly, evaluation cards. We have evaluation cards for the general sessions and evaluation cards for the breakout sessions. If you take a look at your name badge, there are 3 evaluation cards in there for the general session. And so please fill 1 out per day. So at lunch break, maybe you guys could fill out the 1 for today, and then the other 2 are for Wednesday and Thursday. For the breakout session evaluation cards, those are going to be passed out in the breakout rooms. So please fill out 1 for each presentation that you attend for the breakout. Your responses to these cards are really, really important. We looked at previous responses when deciding the direction and format for this training. So it let us know what to keep, what worked, and what could use changing. So it's really an invaluable tool that helps ensure that this event is really useful and helpful to you guys.